do that a lot? Where are you constantly pushing on them?
Yeah, I like to. You know, it's amazing how uneven and how, you know, unmachined this actually looks. You know, I can feel it, and there's a lot of high points, and I know if they're too high that I mean I have to push them back in.
So do you think these will, at one time, attain their place in the pantheon of American art?
Oh God, only knows. Yes. I do. Every house needs a Lite Brite. Every museum needs a Lite Brite painting. I mean, God only knows. I can't even worry about that.
So you just sit there and do that all day long?
Yeah. I sit there and I roll back and I take a look at it. I hold a mirror up and, you know, I also...
A mirror?
I hold a mirror, yeah, because you get so used to looking at it and looking at it that, you know, a mirror reverses the image and it actually looks like I'm looking at it further away. Getting there. I'm desperate. Help. Are you looking at? A lot of questions I get is like, well, who do you like to look at? What are some of the other artists you like to look at? And they always go, all right. You know, they need some help, I guess. I don't know. But sometimes when I go to galleries or I go to museums, I see artwork out there and I'm like, that's wild. I could never see doing that.
But what is it that you see that's wild?
I see people who sew up orange peels, and I see people who...
But why is that wild?
I don't
how long is a sewed up orange peel going to last?
Right, and that's the whole thing. They're not concerned with that. There's a real time limit on their artwork. You know, it's not meant to last forever. I mean, that's kind of radical. Who's going to buy that? And this woman's very successful at that. I mean, she takes great photographs too. She does a great amount of work, but, you know, she's sort of bunking the system and saying, I'm not concerned with this. I'm going to make this. It's a cool object, and it's going to have a shelf life, and it's going to die. And, you know, I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool thinking.
How did these artists that you like observing, how have they influenced you? How have they pushed you in your art, in your work?
I think, you know, to strive harder. You know, they're doing something, I don't want to say original because I hate that, but they're doing something new. And it seems so deeply personal to them, and yet that they're able to get it out on a very broad levels. And I want to do that. And if they can do it, I can do it. You know, that's what I try. I don't know how successful it is. I mean, these guys are very successful. I'm not nearly in that league. And God only knows, maybe I never will be.
You really believe that?
I don't know. I don't want to, but, you know, I don't know. I see all these young kids coming up, and, you know, I'm like, well, how do they do that? You know, how do they get there, you know?
how much work do you have to do in him now? I mean, other than the top part.
Well, I mean, other than this part right here?
Yeah.
I have to fix the inside a little bit. You know, I have to glue up all this stuff up here, you know, so it's seamless. I got a lot of work to do. That's all, I got too much. But I think another 2 weeks up here. I need to make it as if the light is really going around this ball and sort of ending right around here.
Well,
Right now,
it's such a small space. Is that hard to do?
no, I just, all I'm going to do is I'll pull out a couple of these pegs right in here and make them lighter. And that should probably be it. If I don't, I can leave it just fine because it really looks like the light is being on this side and this is in shadow because of the eyeglasses. So it works without it, but I want to, you know, I want to really push it to the extreme.
You think? I mean, are you still excited about working in Lite Brite?
Yes and no. I do have to. Part of me thinks, oh gosh, you don't get locked into just doing Lite Brites. You know, you can do a lot of other things as an artist. So that sort of scares me. But I feel that is really too far down the line. I want to finish the Ken dolls, and I want to reevaluate what's going on after that.
Where can this take you, or where do you think this will, you know, jump you to next?
In some ways, I have no idea. That's the beauty about artwork, you know. It sort of takes you where it wants to go, and you know, you're never in really the driver's seat. You know, in what you're gonna do, and with one of the things I love.